afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Live at 4.
Breaking news leads our news at 4. American Girl is closing its office doors in Middleton, the very city it was founded in. That is according to two sources close to the matter.
First on News 3 Now, our Maddie Heimsch is there with more from the company and employees. Maddie?
Charlotte, Susan, this closure of American Girl is laying off about 30 employees. Exit dates for these employees start tomorrow, Friday, and will continue through early September. A current employee told News 3 Now a small team of corporate functions will continue, but remotely. We got a statement from a Mattel spokesperson reading in part that American Girl has, quote, made an indelible mark on the community and the millions of girls we serve so passionately. This all comes less than 2 weeks after investors urged Mattel to sell off American Girl due to a 61% drop in revenue between 2016 and 2023. American Girl was founded right here in Middleton in 1986. The company was then sold to Mattel in 1998. Founder Pleasant Rowland has served as a philanthropist in the Madison community, donating millions of dollars to several projects over the years. The American Girl Distribution Center in DeForest is to stay open, and dolls will continue to be manufactured. This news comes only a day after another Madison company with deep ties in the area, WISC-TV, announced it was shutting down operations on Madison's north side, laying off 116 employees. WISC-TV was founded by Roland's husband, Jerry Frauchi, whose family sold the company in 2017. Live and moving forward in Middleton, I'm Maddie Heimsch, News 3 Now.
An update now on a hovercraft crash on a Beaver Dam Lake that injured 3 firefighters. The most seriously injured firefighter has been released from the hospital. According to the Beaver Dam Fire Department, the crash happened during ice rescue training when the hovercraft struck Grape Island. All 3 firefighters on board were hurt. 2 were treated and released on Tuesday. The 3rd firefighter suffered serious injuries and was flown to a hospital in Oconomowoc. He was released and returned home on yesterday. In the state capitol, Governor Evers is inching closer to a Tuesday deadline.
That is when he has to decide on whether to approve the legislative maps that the state legislature passed this week. Political reporter Will Keneally has more on what this means. Will?
Well, we want to take you a little bit deeper into what some of these changes that the governor is considering will mean for viewers at home. And a reminder, on the surface level, any changes to the maps right now will make more competitive districts for Democrats. But I also want to show you what this means. So for viewers here on the southwest side of the city, kind of where we are here at News 3 Now, this would actually take us from this purple outline here, which is the current districts that everybody is in, so in the Madison district here, and put viewers in the southwest side in this kind of Middleton district here. So for many viewers in that area, you get essentially a new legislator. But here's where it gets a little bit tricky. So this is, again, the outline of kind of the current Madison district here. That would turn into this blue district here, and there's a little bit of overlap with the district kind of on the east side and Sun Prairie. So that means, because of this overlap, that you have 2 Democrats running against each other, and it would mean that one of them would be out of a job. So there's a lot for the governor to consider. Here's what he had to say earlier last week.
I believe in them when we put it in, and I still believe it now. So the why not is my skepticism that it's going to happen, period. But if it does, of course.
Now, Democrats have actually been clamoring pretty hard to have Evers veto these maps, which are the ones that he actually drew himself. Now, that's because there's a chance that Democrats could get friendlier maps from the state Supreme Court. And they have also shared concerns that these maps might not be in place over the summer, and they want those in place for a couple of special elections. Now, we'll all see what the governor decides to do between now and Tuesday.
Will, thank you. In the state assembly today, a constitutional amendment that would limit diversity, equity, and inclusion efforts in Wisconsin was passed by state Republicans. Despite the GOP's latest efforts targeting DEI, it's a long way from becoming state law. The measure must pass the Senate this year and then the full legislature next session before it would go to a statewide vote. The Senate is only expected to be in session a couple more days before ending its work for the year in March.
After the snow, meteorologist Alex Harrington is tracking some changing temperatures in the First One forecast. Alex?
Yeah, Charlotte, just look at the temperature change here over the course of the past 24 hours where you see all of that blue. That means our temperature temperatures are colder than where we were 24 hours ago. 24 hours ago, we were approaching 50 degrees, folks. So we've taken a tumble by about 10 to 15 degrees from where we were yesterday. These are the temperatures out there right now, which quite frankly are still above normal for this time of year. We got 34 in Madison, 39 in Janesville, 37 in Boscobel. So 40s right down towards the Wisconsin-Illinois border where they didn't get the snow, and where we did have the snow, Madison and points to the north. Temperatures in the lower to middle 30s. Here in Dane County, we've got a lot of 34s, a lot of 35s, even a 37, our friends in Verona. Very mild yet still for this time of year. But winter's going to stick around for a couple of days. Just look at this. Saturday morning, we could be looking at wind chills with a combination of temperatures around 10 and gusty winds, wind chills to 0, if not just a little bit below 0. But as I mentioned, there are changes in the temperatures after a winter-like period. For just a couple days, we got a big warm-up. We're going to talk about that coming up later.
What started as a celebration for the Kansas City Chiefs ended with gunshots, multiple injuries, and at least one death.
Kansas City police are revealing more today about what may have sparked that deadly mass shooting at a Super Bowl victory celebration. Brady Mallory is in the newsroom with new details. Brady?
Well, they say right now there are more than 20 victims who are hurt, and at least one person has died. Many of the nearly 24 gunshot victims are children. Authorities have not yet made an arrest, but confirmed they have at least 3 people in custody, 2 of them juveniles. Police say this started with what appeared to be a dispute between several people, and it quickly escalated.
All of a sudden, through the partitions, a wave of people come rushing through, screaming, "Gun, run, police are coming."
Agencies like the FBI and the ATF are assisting Kansas City law enforcement officers in this investigation. A Justice Department spokesperson says the feds have set up a website asking for any tips or videos at tips.fbi.gov. And later on in the show, I'll join you again and we'll show you how Chiefs head coach Andy Reid provided a moment of comfort for someone else who survived the shooting.
Brady, thank you. The Badger men's basketball team keeping their sights on the month of March. We are huddling with senior forward Tyler Wall.
And it's a good year, pun intended, for tickling the ivories with the Wisconsin Chamber Orchestra. An old friend is returning to Madison for a very special performance. We'll talk with him when Live at 4 returns.
At Gruber Law Offices, you pay us nothing until we win your case. We don't get paid until after you get paid. It costs you nothing to get the help you need after a serious accident. The call, free. The consultation, free. Our team can answer your questions and handle your concerns for free. Let our team get you the results and compensation you deserve. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
A logo can do more than identify your company. It can connect in meaningful ways, energize your team, and inspire your customers. We're 4imprint, and we know your logo on the right product can create moments that matter. With 30 years of experience and thousands of products to choose from, we guarantee your order will be right the first time, on time, and for a great price. Be certain that the right moments will matter. Explore thousands of promotional products at 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain. This is me, and this was my stubborn body fat. My name's Adrian, and Sonobello changed my life. Sonobello is America's #1 cosmetic surgery specialist, and they permanently removed my body fat in just 1 visit. After having 2 kids, my body, it changed a lot. I tried everything to lose the fat, but nothing seemed to work.
Sonobello's board-certified surgeons use micro-laser technology to safely target and remove your diet-resistant fat cells permanently on your stomach, back, chin, and more.
I've seen such dramatic results. My tummy is gone, my double chin is gone, and my hourglass shape is back. This was the mommy makeover that I deserved.
Schedule your free, no-obligation consultation and find out how you can get $250 off instantly. Call 1-888-357-3263 or go to sonobello.com.
Solid core composite frame, triple pane windows.
Solid core composite frame, triple pane windows.
Solid core composite frame, triple pane windows.
Fred's got the window guy at HD Wisconsin Window.
I'm Scott the Window Guy from AHT Wisconsin Windows. Our solid core composite frame triple pane window is the most energy efficient window made for Wisconsin no matter what the season. Respond now and get $225 off each window at scottthewindowguy.com.
Rock and Roll Hall of Famer Robert Plant and 27-time Grammy winner Alison Krauss reunite live on stage. Can't Let Go Tour 2024 with special guest J.D. McPherson. Brees Stevens Field, Saturday, June 8th. Get tickets this Friday at 10 a.m. at Ticketmaster.com. Don't miss Robert Plant and Alison Krauss. For more info, visit plantkrauss.com.
A serious new threat to U.S. national security. Congress has been informed about new intelligence that Russia plans to put a nuclear-capable weapon in space that could threaten U.S. satellites. U.S. officials say Russia is developing but has not yet deployed a nuclear-capable weapon that could disable communication and could also impact military operations. The chair of the House Intelligence Committee is calling on the president to declassify the information so the U.S. can discuss the issue with its partners.
Today, a judge denied former President Trump's motion to dismiss charges brought against him in a New York hush money case, paving the way for a trial to begin March 25th. Trump was indicted last March on 34 felony counts of falsifying business records tied to his alleged role in a payment to adult film star Stormy Daniels. Prosecutors say the money was an attempt to influence the 2016 presidential election. Trump denies any wrongdoing.
Separately, in an Atlanta courtroom, Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis took the stand as part of a hearing over whether she should be removed from Trump's Georgia election interference case because of her, quote, personal relationship with Special Prosecutor Nathan Wade. Willis has argued she has no personal conflict of interest that justifies her removal. Let's get a look at your first warn forecast with meteorologist Alex Harrington. Alex?
Charlotte, I am planning winter-like temperatures for 2 days, at least 2 days. Then we're going to have mild weather come right back. It's going to be a quick flip with our temperatures out there. We did have that snow overnight tonight, or overnight last night, I should say, and I think our Snow Vision product, this is a radar product that does an estimate of snowfall, did a really good job at picking up the widespread 2 to 3 inch amounts that we were expecting, especially for areas along U.S. Highway I-94 and points to the north, where we got a little bit more rain mixed in. We had maybe just a dusting over portions of Grant County, an inch near the Mineral Point area, an inch down towards Darlington, and then we're more rain mixed in Monroe and Janesville, very likely not much, if any, in the way of snow, but we had a couple of heavier pockets, 4 inches towards Watertown and off towards Crawford County, an isolated 5-inch amount. It was a quick, wet, heavy snow out there, and well, what are we going to track now? Cold temperatures. Here come the clouds back as we get towards midnight all the way up to Madison. Then as we move on into your Friday, periods of clouds starting off with temperatures in the 20s, maybe a flurry or two down by Platteville as we carry on further into your Friday. Highs only getting up into the upper 20s. So back to reality we go. And then as we march forward here with overnight low temperatures in the 20s, going on into your Friday, upper 20s out there. Again, this is about where we should be for this time of year. Saturday morning, could be looking at wind chills as cold as near 0 across southern Wisconsin, but it's brief. Very brief. Planning the evening tonight, upper 20s as clouds increase. Overnight today, we'll go down to 22 for a low with a high of only 29 on your Friday, but perpetual optimist, first to warn here, folks, going way out into February. Look at all of this orange and red, including right over Madison. The likelihood of above normal temperatures on the way back to southern Wisconsin, already looking at near 50-degree temperatures next Wednesday. The following weekend, near 50 degrees. And even going out into the following week, we could be looking at temperatures in the 50s with showers and maybe an isolated thunderstorm or two. Again, very mild weather pattern here, folks, as we carry out into the 7 to 10 day forecast with temperatures once again approaching near 50 degrees with those showers by next Wednesday going on into your Thursday. I asked folks to send us some weather photos of the snow. Very easy for you to send us those weather photos. Just click that post your own button. Got a couple here to show, again, live here. Thanks, Carol from Westfield, showing the snow on the pine trees. And Kay from Merrimack says, soon it will be sunny. Kay sends us another picture. The sun came out, and just look how picturesque that is with the sun, the blue sky, and the contrast with the snow near Merrimack. And I think we got another photo that we can show here of the snow. Donna from Blue Mountains, kind of a bluish scene here as the sun's starting to come up. We appreciate folks sending us those weather photos because once again, well, we got snow out here today. It was just a week ago that we showed our live viewer photo system that we have here to verify the tornadoes that we had 1 week ago.
Being able to snap out of the 4-game funk was pivotal for the Wisconsin men's basketball team.
Only 6 games are left on the schedule, and the stakes could not be any higher as we get closer and closer to March. The Badgers are currently projected as a 4 seed for March Madness. If the Badgers want to make a deep run, they have to stick to their recipe for success and really just keep their confidence out on the court.
That's when you're having fun, and that's when I think you're playing your best, you're confident, is when you're having fun, and that can come from so many different ways. It can be from doing the right thing in the defensive scheme to diving on the floor for a loose ball.
The Badgers aren't back in action until Saturday. They'll travel to Iowa City to take on the Hawkeyes. But before that, be sure to tune into the Wisconsin Huddle Show. It's Friday nights at 6:30, right after News 3 Now at 6.
In the classical music world, he's been called a phenomenon and the best classical pianist of his generation.
Stewart Goodyear was the featured soloist when the Capitol Theater at Overture Center reopened back in 2005. Well, he's back in Madison for another concert tomorrow night as the featured soloist with the Wisconsin Chamber Orchestra. Earlier today, I talked with Stewart and Maestro Andrew Sewell about the performance, which is aptly named Goodyear Returns. The piece that you're playing is one of the masterpieces. Tell us a little bit about it. As concertos go, how challenging is it?
It's one of those concertos where everything is laid out. It's not about first impressions anymore. It's like you're greeting a dear friend. You know this person inside out. And the deepest secrets are in this work. And it's a great collaborative journey with myself and members of the orchestra. And there's a lot of interplay that happens. So the challenge is really letting yourself alone, embracing the journey, and being that collaborative artist as well as the soloist.
Why did you choose this piece?
This was a piece that I knew since I was around 3 years old. It was my introduction to Mozart. And before I heard the famous concertos like the concerto with the nickname Elvira Madigan and some other ones, this was the concerto that I grew up with. So this was a work that I always wanted to play, and to finally have an opportunity to do so has been thrilling.
People, Andrew, who aren't familiar with or don't have much exposure to this, what do you hope they take away from a concert like this?
The Mozart concerto is something that was written at the very end of his life. The piano concertos show his development from a very young age all the way through, and that's why Mozart is Mozart. It's the pinnacle of his genius. And putting together a program like this, that is kind of like the key. I mean, Mozart is the one that attracts the audience, and then we put these other things either side. So as a good meal, perhaps, the audience is going to take away, they're going to hear a contemporary piece, a very classical piece which is familiar, and as Stuart said, warm, and then something a little edgy, and in terms of Stravinsky, it was from the 1920s, and that was at the time when composers were looking back to old forms. And so I think it's a very well-crafted program, and I think the audience is just going to love it.
How old were you when you first started playing the piano?
Around the time that I heard the Mozart, actually. I was hearing a lot of music, ranging not only from Mozart and Beethoven, but also Cat Stevens, John Coltrane, the Beatles, The Who. And so I had this very eclectic musical background, and so I was playing everything by ear until I started having formal training when I was around 6 years old.
So you were one of those people who could just sit down at the piano and play before you had any formal lessons?
Yes.
That's an incredible gift, an incredible gift. What do you love about it when you're performing?
I love everything. I love the music, I love the heart, and to relive the journey of past composers and contemporary composers playing for audiences, which was something that I loved doing since I was around 3. And every time I'm performing, it feels like I'm performing for dear friends, even though I don't know them at all. There is this connection that is so instant, and I have to create that instant attraction to everything. So we only have that one shot, and I think that's another thing that makes performing so special, because it's a postcard to that particular moment that you will never get back, and everything is about savoring what you're doing here and now.
Well, it's going to be a gift to have you here. Best of luck. Welcome back.
Thank you so much.
Wonderful to see you. Thank you, Andrew. Have a great concert.
Thank you very much.
Goodyear Returns is tomorrow night, February 16th at 7:30 in the Capitol Theater at the Overture Center. For tickets and more information, go to WCOconcerts.org. He plays that all from memory, Charlotte. There's no sheet music at all.
That is a true gift.
He's from Toronto, Canada, traveling all over the world, and this is his 4th time back in Madison. So it's great to have him back. And I told Andrew maybe we could get him back for concerts on the square.
Oh,
hopefully,
yeah. That would be nice.
Tickets are still available, by the way, if you're interested.
All right, so we are getting closer to giving away a $5,000 prize to a local veteran who is doing something good in their community.
We'll have an update on our Spirit of Service campaign and how you can help us find that deserving veteran when Live at 4 returns.
Your logo can identify your company, inspire your customers, and energize your team. We're 4imprint, and we can help your logo create moments that matter. Explore thousands of promotional products at 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
There's no telling what's in store with Wisconsin Lottery scratch games. It's paradise. In this $5 game, if the total for any one roll equals 7, you win the corresponding prize. You can also win double or 5 times the prize, up to $50,000. Instant scratch games from the Wisconsin Lottery. Odds are you'll like them.
This right here is confidence in a bottle.
Not only does it change you on the outside, but something in the inside, knowing that you're looking better.
It makes me feel so much more confident than I've ever felt in my life.
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes. Well, today we're going to see one for ourselves and let you be the judge. It's called Plexiderm, and lifestyle expert Annette Figueroa is here to tell us why she says this one is for real.
This one is for real, and I'm so excited. We even have a video, and you'll notice the model has bags underneath his eyes and some sagging, and all he uses is a small amount on a clean, dry face, and that's how easy it is.
All right, what's the active ingredient?
Okay, so it's silicates that are minerals found in shale rock, and what it does is it tightens and lifts the appearance of bags underneath your eyes, and as little as 10 minutes, no prescriptions, and very little effort. Even watching the video, this is a real, it's a model, but it's a real guy with real bags underneath his eyes.
My real true opinion is holy words I can't say on camera. This is absolutely unbelievable. I mean, I could feel it just lifting my skin. It was amazing. It feels good. Feels great. Looks even better.
And I did this to my father. We were at home, so we applied it to his under eye bags, and let me tell you, we were so excited. In under 10 minutes, they visibly disappeared from view, and now it is literally part of both of our daily routines. He calls me every single month saying, "Hey, Annette, I'm out of Plexiderm, please send me more." And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles. The way you want to do it is you want to have a clean, dry face. You use a small amount because it's so powerful. You have high school reunions, you have events you want to go to, you want to look years younger, this is it.
This Valentine's Day is the best time to try Plexiderm at our startup price of only $14.95. Your solution is at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
Interested in an electric vehicle? Bergstrom has the largest selection of electric vehicles and a team you can trust. Buy with confidence and complete peace of mind from Wisconsin's #1 automotive retailer. Bergstrom Automotive, driven to deliver gas, hybrid, or electric.
We're looking to honor local veterans, and you have a chance to be part of this process.
The nomination period is soon coming to a close in our Spirit of Service campaign in partnership with Vortex Optics. Our Josh Spreiter reports on what's happening in Barneveld.
It is the final push for nominations for our Spirit of Service campaign in partnership with Vortex Optics. And we have a really positive update today with Vortex. Brittany Owens is joining us. Brittany, good to see you again.
Good to see you too.
So last time we spoke, we were sitting at 5 nominations, and today we're at a really big number.
Yeah, so like you mentioned, we're at 5 nominations. I think the last time we heard we were at 58 nominations, which is absolutely fantastic, and we could not be more thrilled with that number.
That is a big number to think about how many people are doing amazing things right here in our own community.
Absolutely, and that is just a small portion, I am sure, of the local veteran community. I know we've kind of chatted about every 1 in 10 employees here is a veteran, so I know they're out there, and it's just really something tangible that we can do for this community.
So going forward, what's going to happen from here after this nomination process?
Yeah, you bet. So like you mentioned, you can nominate through Channel 3000 through tomorrow, and then we'll take a week to narrow down to our top 5, which is going to be absolutely impossible. And then opening on February 26th, that'll be a voting period, and that'll run through March 8th. So that will be the whole voting period. And then on March 11th, the winner will be announced live on Channel 3000 right here at Vortex HQ.
We're looking forward to that. And I think it's so amazing to get the community involved because these veterans are out in the community doing these amazing things.
Correct. Most of the time you probably wouldn't even know. They're your local firefighters, they're your police officers, they're working for local nonprofits, they're giving back to the community, they're local youth coaches and stuff like that. And it's just really across the board, just really great to see the quality and quantity of these applicants. And this is exactly what we wanted out of this campaign.
Brittany, we appreciate your time. Thank you so much
again.
Again, you can go to channel3000.com. Just go to the top of the page and nominate a veteran through tomorrow. And of course, we'll have continuing coverage here in the next couple of weeks as we prepare to name that winner right here on News 3 Now. Moving forward in Barneveld, I'm Josh Spreiter, News 3 Now.
Thank you, Josh. Again, you can help us honor a veteran with a $5,000 prize. Just head to this story on channel3000.com. By tomorrow, tell us in 1,000 words or less why the veteran you're nominating should win. And we'll announce the winner, as Josh was saying, March 11th on News 3 Now this morning.
2 months ago, residents at Madison's Housing First apartment complexes were told they all have to move out by March. We'll bring you an update.
And hopefully your day is going a little bit better than this. An attempt to move snow from the top of a parking ramp in Madison didn't go quite as planned. We'll find out what happened after the break.
I'm Jonathan Lawson, here to tell you about life insurance through the Colonial Penn program. If you're age 50 to 85 and looking to buy life insurance on a fixed budget, remember the 3 Ps.
The 3 what?
The 3 Ps.
What are the 3 Ps?
The 3 Ps of life insurance on a fixed budget are price, price, and price. A price you can afford, a price that can't increase, and a price that fits your budget.
I'm 54 and was a smoker, but quit. What's my price?
You can get coverage for $9.95 a month.
I'm 65, retired, and take medications. What's my price?
Also $9.95 a month.
I just turned 80 and I'm on a fixed income. What's my price?
$9.95 a month for you too. If you're age 50 to 85, call now about the #1 most popular whole life insurance plan available through the Colonial Penn program. Options start at $9.95 a month. That's less than 35 cents a day. You cannot be turned down because of your health. No medical exam, no health questions. Your acceptance is guaranteed. And this plan has a guaranteed lifetime rate lock, so your rate can never go up for any reason. Options start at $9.95 a month. Plus, you get a 30-day money-back guarantee. So call now for free information, and you'll also get this free beneficiary planner. Use this valuable guide to record your important information and give helpful direction to your loved ones with your final wishes. And it's yours free, just for calling. So call now for free information.
Call 1-800-914-3131 for your free information and your free gift. That's 1-800-914-3131. There's no risk or obligation. 1-800-914-3131. Call now.
I love that my daughter still needs me, but sometimes I can't help due to burning and stabbing pain in my hands. So I use Nervive.
Nervive's clinical dose of ALA reduces nerve discomfort in as little as 14 days.
Now I can help again. Feel the difference with Nervive.
Now is the best time to buy new Champion windows, because when you buy two, you get two free.
Hurry, Champion's buy two, get two free sale is for a limited time.
That's a great deal. Thanks.
Call 888-4CHAMPION or schedule your free in-home estimate online today.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
You're watching News 3 Now live at 4. Moving forward.
Welcome to Live at 4. Here's what's making news at the top of the half hour.
This appeared to be a dispute between several people that ended in gunfire.
We'll have the latest update out of Kansas City.
And Madison's housing first apartment complexes are officially on the market. How the city is trying to help those still living there find a new home.
Let's take a look outside today. It was a winter wonderland this morning, and then the sun came out this afternoon. A brief taste of winter. Alex is over in the Weather Center. Hi, Alex.
Hey there, Susan. Yeah, brief is the main word there, the main part of the few weather words. Our temperatures outside right now, well, actually, they're pretty mild for this time of year, still even with the snow. We got 34 in Madison, 35 in Middleton, 36 in Verona. Normal high temperatures this time of year are right around 30, so we're still above normal. I guess we can call it still a brief taste of winter compared to the 40s to near 50 that we had yesterday. We had 37 in Boscobel, where they didn't get the snow down towards the Wisconsin-Illinois border. Look at Monroe and Janesville, still hanging on to right around 40 degrees. Yesterday, when I was out on the patio, I had a coat but didn't really need the coat. But today, you need the jacket. It is a little bit colder. Temperatures 10 to 20 degrees colder than where we were just 24 hours ago. We got colder weather coming in the forecast. Snowfall amounts isolated 5-inch up towards Crawford County, widespread 1, 2, 3 inches of snow, really eyeing up that I-94 corridor, as I was mentioning last night with this heavy wet snow that we had. There's no more snow in the forecast. We have showers in the forecast, and just how warm the temperatures are going to be, that's coming up.
Well, take a look at this. A telehandler operator was clearing snow from the top level of a parking ramp at Madison Yards in Madison. So while attempting to dump snow over the edge of the wall, the vehicle tipped forward over the ledge. The driver was able to climb out a rear window and return to safety. The Madison Fire Department Heavy Urban Rescue Team secured the vehicle to prevent it from falling off the edge of the parking ramp.
And just within the last couple of hours, a pile of snow was placed underneath the equipment to help leverage it. And good news, the team was able to pull the vehicle back to safety.
Well, it's been almost 2 months since residents at two Madison's housing first apartment complexes were told they'd have to move out by March.
Now those properties are officially on the market, and the city of Madison is looking to put more money into helping those still living in them find a place to go next. Our Braden Ross joins us live from one of those buildings with more. Braden?
Yeah, there are still 25 families living here at the Tree Lane Apartments. I spoke with several of them today who tell me they're still struggling to find somewhere to go next. The city has been working with those remaining residents to help them find new housing. On Tuesday, city council members introduced a resolution to use more than $400,000 of federal funding to continue to support those efforts. Residents tell me they felt some of that support over the last few months, but many are still struggling with that transition.
I just pray that, there's a landlord or somebody out there willing to help these families that don't have nowhere to go, because it's real sad. This is not the time of the year. So, I get it. It's a bad property. There was a lot of stuff going on, I get it. But there's a way to do things, man. You just don't do nobody like this.
The buildings aren't owned by the city, but the owner has agreed to give the city approval in the sale. The owner expects the money that's keeping the buildings open to run out by May. The City of Madison Community Development Director Jim O'Keefe says they hope to have a sale in progress by then. Now, coming up tonight at 6, we'll share what lessons the residents here and the city say they've taken from this situation. For now, moving forward in Madison, Braden Ross, News 3 Now.
Braden, thank you. Wisconsin needs more teachers. The shortage is felt in classrooms in every corner of the state. A key method to track the teacher shortage is emergency teaching licenses. When a school can't find a licensed teacher to fill a role, they can hire someone with an emergency license. The latest data from the Department of Public Instruction shows the state issues about 3,000 emergency licenses a year. That is triple what it was 10 years ago.
The pendulum has swung in a sense where we don't have qualified candidates for even the positions we have.
Tonight at 10, News 3 Now's Chris Stanford is sharing some solutions to the shortage, including a determined student who is inspiring others to become a teacher. That's coming up tonight on News 3 Now at 10.
One person is dead and 20 others are injured following a shooting in Kansas City.
Kansas City police say the mass shooting happened at a Super Bowl victory celebration for the Kansas City Chiefs. Our Brady Mallory joins us once again with the latest look at the investigation and one survivor's comment with the Chiefs head coach. Brady?
Well, many of the nearly 24 gunshot victims are children. Authorities have not yet made an arrest, but they confirm that they have at least 3 people in custody, 2 of them teenagers. Police say this started with what appeared to be a dispute between several people, and it quickly escalated. Several Kansas City players have expressed their outrage on social media and concern for the victims. One attendee recalls seeing head coach Andy Reid minutes after the ordeal.
I will never forget finally coming out of the bathroom after hiding, and around the corner comes Andy Reid with his grandchildren and his wife. And he said, as he walked by, "Are you guys okay?" That moment of humility is incredible.
Federal agencies like the FBI and the ATF are assisting Kansas City law enforcement officers in this investigation. Now, a Justice Department spokesperson says the feds have set up a website asking for any tips or videos at tips.fbi.gov.
Wall Street ends higher as retail sales slump leads hopes for rate cuts. The Dow Industrials gained almost 349 points. The Nasdaq was up 47, and the S&P gained 29.
Coming up on News 3 Now at 4, your latest in health news.
And a 3rd season of a zany CBS sitcom starts tonight. More about the hype around the supernatural comedy after the break.
Join Dane County Humane Society at Toto's Gala, the biggest night for animals in our community. Enjoy puppy greeters, playful kittens, cocktails, dinner, and dancing while helping thousands of animals discover there's no place like home. Reserve your spot today.
Of yo-yo dieting? Not this year. Hit reset and make a permanent change with permanent fat removal by Sono Bello.
With Sono Bello, day 1, all my unwanted body fat gone.
These are my favorite pair of jeans that I couldn't even button up.
Look how flat my stomach is. I couldn't believe it was just gone.
I saw the results immediately.
And this is the best I have felt since I was in my 20s.
Real women everywhere are transforming their bodies permanently. Sono Bello is not a fad diet or boot camp workout. It's a simple, proven way to remove stubborn body fat permanently and in just one visit.
I'm so happy. I just put this dress on that I haven't worn in over 10 years.
If you are looking for physical results and positive emotional results, please run, don't walk to your nearest Sono Bello.
Ready to hit reset? Find out how you can save $250 off instantly. Call now or go to sonobello.com.
Salonpas, makers of powerful pain relief patches for 89 years, believes in continuous improvement, like rounded corners that resist peeling, with an array of active ingredients and sizes to relieve your pain. Salonpas, it's good medicine.
Your logo can identify your company, inspire your customers, and energize your team. We're 4imprint, and we can help your logo create moments that matter. Explore thousands of promotional products at 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain. Join Dane County Humane Society at Toto's Gala, the biggest night for animals in our community. Enjoy puppy greeters, playful kittens, cocktails, dinner, and dancing while helping thousands of animals discover there's no place like home. Reserve your spot today.
South Central, Wisconsin, where people unite for a brighter future and businesses thrive. And the food, oh, the food. Resilient, unwavering, always moving forward. Now, here's the deal. We've got our fair share of challenges, but here's the kicker. We own up to them. We advocate for change. We celebrate the good and we fix the bad. No settling, no backing down. That's our commitment to you. News 3 Now, always moving forward.
After the first ever February tornadoes last week, Dane County Executive Joe Parisi has asked for some changes on how Dane County operates its outdoor warning siren system. One major change, siren tests will take place each month of the year. Previously, the sirens weren't tested during December, January, and February. The second major change is that sirens will now activate every 7 minutes when a warning is ongoing, rather than just once at the beginning of the warning.
In health news today, research has long supported that medication abortions are safe and effective, and a new study shows that is true even when a patient gets the medicine through a telehealth appointment. The study published today looked at records of over 6,000 medication abortions provided through telehealth. It found effectiveness and safety were similar to those who sought medicated abortions in person. The results were similar for patients no matter their race, ethnicity, or age. And if your pharmacy is out of your generic drug, you are not alone. Now, federal regulators are looking into what's behind these shortages. The Federal Trade Commission and the Department of Health and Human Services are launching an inquiry. HHS says they plan to look at drug purchasing and wholesale companies to see if they're disrupting the supply chain. The agencies already are teaming up with the Justice Department to see how corporate control of healthcare affects patients. Well, fans of the CBS show Ghost are dying to know who is moving on. We'll preview tonight's season premiere.
And it's a fact of life. Your vision deteriorates as you age, but there's something that can be done, especially if you develop a particular eye condition. Dr. Zorba Pastor makes a house call when Live at 4 continues.
We're taking this bad boy to the house here at the Madison Curling Club in our Midwest Money Minute. Oh yeah. Welcome into your Midwest Money Minute, brought to you by Midwest Financial Group and Mr. Matt Copeland. So you know Matt, he is all about bringing you creative ways of how you can really correlate your money with new and different ideas. And today is no different. So we're curling today, and we're talking really about how this rock symbolizes your money.
Well, as I learned today, this place is amazing, and the goal of this is to get it all the way down to the other end and score, right, and win. And it's just like your retirement or saving for any sort of education expense or whatever it might take. There's a journey.
Sure.
And it won't always go straight, but you got to get there.
Neither one of us had ever curled.
Never.
We were a little nervous and uneasy, which is, I imagine, how people feel before they head into their first meeting with a financial advisor.
It is. I mean, normally, a lot of times I'm the expert of the subject matter, but today, Bernie, here at the Madison Curling Club, he had to teach me, he had to guide me. Definitely felt better after speaking with him than I did the first moment I'm stepped on the ice, and before you knew it, we threw the stone down towards the goal, learned a little bit about the game along the way. It was a lot of fun.
Absolutely. Let's talk about having a partner, having some key people as that expert to lean on. I wouldn't want to curl by myself. Nobody's sweeping for me. Nobody's at the end being my skip.
Teammates in this sport are invaluable, and I think with finances and planning for your retirement or your future, it's the same way.
Matt and his team, they will be your skip any day in the financial world. Midwest Financial Group, come and see him. And come down to the Madison Curling Club. We had a great time.
It was a blast, yeah.
Right? And now we know how to sweep. We know all this good stuff. I'm Emmy Fink. He's Matt Coupland, and
You're buzzed into Madison.
that's right.
Did you know that 53% of your home's heat is lost through the walls and attic? That's why your house is so cold every winter. USA Premium Foam Insulation in your walls keeps the cold air out and your warm air in. Our foam is up to 35% more efficient than traditional insulation, and it gets into places other insulations can't. We've made over 100,000 homes more comfortable. Stop freezing and start saving with USA Insulation.
USA Insulation.
Trains are coming to Madison, in miniature that is, at the 56th Mad City Model Railroad Show, February 17th and 18th at the Alliant Energy Center. Get caught up in 100,000 square feet of trains, clinics, and exhibits, with 300 vendor tables featuring train merchandise, toys, hobby supplies, railroad antiques, collectibles, and much more. Many door prizes and 4 train sets will be given away each day. It's a great entertainment value for the whole family, Saturday and Sunday, February 17th and 18th at the Alliant Energy Center. Save online.
We're giving the weather satellite a spin this afternoon. That's a live picture of the Oakland Bay Bridge in San Francisco. 60 degrees in San Fran today.
Cataracts are the leading cause of blindness worldwide, and they're often linked to aging.
The good news is cataract surgery is one of the most effective ways to restore clearer vision.
And it is one of the most commonly performed surgeries, and it is very successful. And Dr. Zorba Pastor here is living proof of this. We just learned.
Right. I had cataract surgery 2 days ago.
You
know,
can't
it's really,
tell.
No, you can't know.
In one or both eyes?
That's right. No, one eye.
One eye.
Usually you do one eye and then you wait. They have to wait a couple of weeks to do the other. One eye I had 4 years ago, and this eye I had 2 days ago.
And explain what it
is it?
Well, let's talk. Let's go to the graphics.
Yeah.
So the cataract, the lens is in the middle of the eye, and once you go to the middle of the eye, it's this part that actually gets smaller and bigger when you actually are younger. So when you're younger, you want to squint, you look at something, you know, you can sort of focus on it, you're moving that lens. As you get older, what happens is that lens becomes more stiff, it doesn't work as hard, proteins go in the lens, and then it becomes yellow, and over time it is a leading cause of blindness in the world. Worldwide.
Okay, so this surgery now.
Well, the surgery is so simple compared to when I started. So when I started, it used to be the surgery was, you had to lay down in the hospital after the surgery for 2 days. You'd have glasses, you know, those Coca-Cola glasses.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that people used to wear? Now the surgery is they implant a plastic lens in your eye, and the surgery the actual surgery took 11 minutes. Takes 11 minutes.
Is it done by a laser?
Well, no. What happens is they numb the eye. Of course, you have to get your oil ready. They numb the eye. They then sort of put you to sleep. Obviously, you're not awake while it's going on. They go in with a little ultrasound. They destroy the lens. They take a little probe, destroy the lens, suck it out with suction, put in a plastic lens. It opens up like an umbrella, and then you go home.
How is your vision now?
Oh, there's no comparison.
Really?
So first of all, I'll tell you where I noticed it. So this morning when I got up, I washed my face, I shaved, I said, my God, the light is so much lighter. What happened? I said, look at the mirror. I said, there must be something different in the light. And then I realized, no,
it's
dummy, there's something different in my eyeball. And I could see it. It was sort of like, well, you know, when you walk in a room, maybe the fluorescent lights aren't working properly. It's sort of like now there are 4 lights that are on. It's so much brighter. It's so much nicer.
Someone turn the lights on for you. That is so great.
Is there any pain involved at all?
Well, there's a little pain. That first night there was a little pain. I had to take some ibuprofen. That was about it.
But in the big scheme of things, really.
Big scheme of things. So the things that you can do, first of all, age, you can't avoid age.
Right.
And that's the leading cause. Diabetes can cause more cataracts. Smoking cigarettes are a risk factor. Wearing sunglasses, what reduce your risk of actually getting cataracts. But the reality, the surgery is safe and effective. Now, there's always a risk, but the risk is so minimal compared to what it used to be.
Quickly, is there anything that we can take in just to help you know, keep our eyesight there a little bit longer.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah.
But I don't think so.
No,
I don't
no
think
supplements, okay.
There's no magic supplement or vitamin. But some people are afraid of the surgery, and the answer is go to an ophthalmologist. And if you're trying to decide who to go to, you want to go to an eye doctor who does a lot of them, because then you know they do them right. You do them all the time. Their hands are good, and you're going to get a good outcome.
Well, it's very reassuring to see and hear from you.
2 days later. That's right.
You can't
That's
even
right.
tell. That's great. And now you can probably read the prompter across the room.
I can read it.
Zorba, thank you very much.
It's great to be
see you.
Let's head over to Alex for a look at the forecast.
Yeah, it's the tale of two seasons. Tale of two seasons, folks. Winter for a little bit, then back to spring we go, or I guess back to that El Nino warm-up is on the way. Planning your night tonight, temperatures will dip down into the 20s. An increase of clouds as we head towards 8, 10 o'clock, and as we head out towards midnight as well. As we go into your Friday, all we're going to do is 29. That's it. And that's going to feel cold in comparison to where we've been. Again, future track showing the clouds inching in as we go towards midnight across, well, let's say Madison, Dells, Janesville, and points to the north and east. Maybe a few breaks, more clouds to the south and west, maybe a flurry or two down towards Platteville, over towards Darlington. Temperatures a little cooler where we have a few more breaks in the clouds in the lower 20s, middle 20s, upper 20s where the clouds are a little bit thicker. We'll see periods of sun and clouds on your Friday, a little bit on the breezy side out of the northwest. High temperatures up around 29 degrees, so that's going to feel quite a bit different. We'll also feel different. The wind chill Saturday morning around 0, if not a degree or two above or below 0. So a cold start to start your Saturday, which relatively speaking is going to feel really on the cold side. But that's it. Tale of two seasons. Here's winter for 2 days, and then we go back to what seems to be more like spring, when temperatures back up to near 50 degrees by the time we head towards Wednesday of next week, with some showers, maybe ending as little wet snow on Thursday morning. And then fast forward, first to warn, going out into the following week. The following week, we could be looking at temperatures in the 50s with rain showers and maybe even some thunderstorms. We'll be right back.
The President's Day Weekend Mattress Marathon Blowout Sale is happening now at Ashley. Get the best mattress deals ever while they last. Save up to $1,100 on adjustable mattress sets, plus 5-year special financing with no money down. Don't miss it, only at Ashley.
News 3 Now and Vortex presents Spirit of Service, honoring those who've made a real difference in our community.
Do you know a veteran whose actions have been a positive force in the area? If so, nominate them for the Spirit of Service Award.
Log on to channel3000.com, nominate a veteran, and tell us why they're a pillar in our community. A winner will be selected on March 11th.
Help us celebrate our hometown heroes.
The Spirit of Service Award, presented by Vortex.
The Friends of the Middleton Performing Arts Center present Remembering Bobby V, a joyful multimedia show celebrating the Midwest's very own Bobby V and performed by his family. One night only, Saturday, February 17th. Tickets on sale at friendspac.org.
Backyard living season is here. Coolview has great solutions to beat the backyard blues and save 15 to 25%. Cover your deck with a screen porch, an enclosed porch, or sunroom. If you have a screen porch, let us turn it into an enclosed porch. Shade your patio with a pergola or awning. All on sale now. Let Coolview show you how to tame your backyard blues. Call now for a quote before the sun sets on savings.
Get a new view from Coolview. Ashley's President's Day Weekend Blowout is Saturday through Monday. Get up to 10 Benjamins in savings without a single Washington down. Get this 5-piece living room set for $19 a month, plus 5-year special financing with low monthly payments. Only at Ashley.
Moving forward at 5, the Wisconsin-founded company American Girl is closing its corporate offices in Middleton. We take a closer look at what led to this action and hear from Mattel about the future of the company. That's tonight on News 3 Now at 5.
Tonight at 10, Wisconsin needs more teachers, but the tide may be turning. I'll talk to one high school senior whose passion is paving a path for future educators.
I could talk about it for hours, honestly.
Creating tomorrow's teachers, tonight at 10. Moving forward.
Take a look at this. The scene of a suspected drug bust in Peru could be described as grisly, but only because there was a giant bear involved, a teddy bear actually. Police dressed an officer in the goofy costume on the eve of Valentine's Day and armed him with balloons and gifts in order to coax a female drug suspect from her home. So the teddy bear tactic worked, and as the flattered female emerged, the squad moved in and made a pair of arrests and seized a reported large cache of illegal substances.
Good thinking. The highly anticipated third season of the hit supernatural sitcom Ghosts premieres tonight on CBS.
Actress Danielle Pinnock stars on the show as Alberta Haynes, a Prohibition-era jazz singer, trapped in a bed and breakfast along with other ghosts from different time periods. At the end of season 2, one of the ghosts moves on from the haunted house, but fans are not sure who. Pinnock sat down with the host of CBS Mornings to preview the new season.
We really get to dig in and dive into the ghost backstories. There are some great ghost powers that we find out about this season. Jay has a whole restaurant that he's renovating in the barn that we just found. I'm telling you, some of these episodes have made me cry. They are heartwarming. They're so funny. And I do think it is the best season yet by far.
You can watch the season 3 premiere of Ghosts tonight on CBS and streaming on Paramount+. We wait and see. Who is moving on.
They always love it when they end with a cliffhanger.
I know.
Yeah.
And here we are.
We'll be right back.
At Harker Heating and Cooling, you can save a whole bunch of money when you buy a furnace. You know what's even better? Saving even more money when you purchase a furnace and an air conditioner at the same time.
Harker Heating and Cooling.
Race to savings at Menards. Find your style with Patriot Lighting. Shop the largest in-stock selection of interior lights with over 350 lights, priced under $100. This Gina LED wall light is $34.99. Brighten your space with Sylvania True Wave LED bulbs. True Wave closely mimics natural sunlight and features superior dimming control, helping you see and feel better. Right now, get a $10 rebate when you spend $40 on True Wave LED bulbs.
Race to savings now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
When a crane collapsed during construction of a Major League sports stadium, 3 workers lost their lives. Their widows called us. When maintenance workers were permanently injured by an industrial accident at a public utilities power plant, the 7 injured workers called us. When a factory exploded, injuring dozens of workers, 18 victims, including all 3 families of men who lost their lives, called us. Because Wisconsinites know who to call when it's a must-win scenario. They call Habish, Habish & Rotier. National reputation, hometown service.
Service and savings. It's Woodman's.
Hi, we're the Woodmans. I'm Clint.
I'm Phil, saving you big time money on Wisconsin cheese.
8-ounce Wyawega shreds, $1.79 or 3 for $5. Or Wyawega cheese blocks, $2.69 a pound.
Ay caramba, hot prices on cheese.
Shreds 3 for $5 or blocks, $2.69 a pound.
We've lowered our cheese prices. Please take advantage of these sensational prices.
Better products, better prices, better service because we're employee owned.
It's Woodman's.
At Harker Heating and Cooling, you can save a whole bunch of money when you buy a furnace. You know what's even better? Saving even more money when you purchase a furnace and an air conditioner at the same time.
Harker Heating and Cooling.
Thanks for joining us here on Live at 4. Here's what to expect in our coverage moving forward. Tomorrow at 4, we preview the new superhero flick, Madam Web. A Wisconsin singer tells us what it is like to come back to Overture to perform in Les Mis. And coming up next at 5, we'll be continuing our coverage on the Kansas City parade shooting with the latest update. We hope to see you right back here tomorrow. News 3 Now at 5 starts now.